Good morning. Are we having to sit out with you because you guys are scared of the new pen area? Oh, Kira, your foot's in there.
My shoe is being eaten.
Hi, Charlie.
Like, yeah, you can rub.
So we're having to hang out in the pasture because the animals are scared. And it is so hot and it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning yet. It's almost 10 o'clock, but this has overgrown and I didn't want to purchase hay for them. So we decided to move the electric fence and reopen this area back up so that they can get all this stuff eaten down. Because we will be clearing this season and scraping it and planting more local grass seeds, so this will be a really good pasture. But then they'll get to eat this area, which is what this area inside here used to look like. That's why I'll probably always have goats, because it used to look like that. Now it looks like this. And they cleared it all kinds of out. But we don't want to stress Delilah out. The rest of them I could care less about, but Delilah will get mastitis if she gets stressed. So we're sitting here with her, the little princess. Sissy had to be tied out because she's a big old bully and keeps wanting to pick on Delilah. And since Delilah is the only one giving us milk, she takes precedence over everybody else. But that's what we're doing this morning. And then we're going to put our pool up. We bought a swimming pool for us to sit in. It's 8 feet round by like 2 feet deep, I think. So it'll be perfect. Well, it's Monday evening and I am getting ready to milk. And we did laundry today and ran errands and I got a touch of heat exhaustion. Where did he go? Are those your new friends? What you thinking, Chloe? Thinking those cats are just gonna get you in trouble because you're grumpy? You're like, I don't need no more friends. I got him. Good morning, it's Monday. Welcome back for this week's vlog. We have already milked this morning and put Mama out with the group into the big area. And this morning I actually got more milk from her. So we're getting closer to an actual gallon of milk a day out of her, which is really exciting. So just a real quick recap on some decisions with animals. Put a fence in right here, and probably some fencing on the bottom. And then I can walk past here and they have no problem with me. So I get the mama goat, I put her on the stanchion, I milk her, I throw out grain for these guys. And then as I'm putting Mama away, I can just shut the gate. So then we can capture whoever's in there. Now, this gray Mama right here, she just had babies. So she will not be processed or caught because she needs to get to where she had babies. This red male, that's our big boy. And all these little babies can grow out into a grow out section. I counted 23 rabbits yesterday. So that gives us quite a few to choose from on who I want to keep for breeders or whatever. Mama has been correcting her babies, so they get to hang out. Everybody is super happy. So Sissy had an accident. We had tied her out because she was being really mean and she got wrapped herself all around. So she has a hurt foot. We're just kind of watching it to see how she does. There's not much really that I can do about it. Because it was a little bit of a circulation issue. Good morning. Hey girl, how's your foot? Oh, you're gonna use it to itch? She did walk out today, so she is limping on it, but she's babying it. We decided this guy's name was Curtis, Kira and Curtis, because Kira has a brother named Curtis. Mr. Bojangles stays, and this big girl here in the front, whose name is Shirley. Actually, it might be this one in the back, Shirley. Those are the two sheep that are gonna stay. And that way, she will get bred this fall. Mr. Bojangles will breed Shirley, and we will have babies from her in the spring, so I will be able to milk her, and she's producing babies. I'm trying to decide about Kira. She has iffy feet. She can be bred this fall, and we can just see what she produces. I'm finding in general that I am not a fan of Nubians. I love them as far as they're very sweet. They produce a lot of milk, but they are extremely loud, and I am not liking that. There's Mr. Bojangles. These two baby ewes that I got, they could be bred this year, but they would probably only have singles. But one of them, actually I think it's this one, and he's a male, is going back to my friend Jen. And this female, or one of the females, is going to Jeremy and Angela because we did a baby swap for Mr. Bojangles and a ewe. And then the other one will go to freezer camp. So I just have to make a decision about little Kira. I'm not super happy about their worm resistance. So Sissy, I've literally wormed her one time in her entire life, and she has never gotten worms again. She's extremely worm resistant. So I like that. I'm looking for that in my herd. She's really not. Now, she could be bred this year. We'll definitely see if Sissy's pregnant. She had a pregnancy test done yesterday. We should find out on Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, so we should find out tomorrow. So that's kind of where we're at. I'd like to have 4 milking goats. I do have 4 females. Little Miss Betty White could, she maybe could be bred this year. She is a Kinder Sonnen, so she wouldn't produce a lot of milk, but she'd be perfect for what we need in the house for our coffee and our teas and such. Quail are very active. So we have too many males in this pen, so we need to get rid of at least 4. They're being way too big of a deal to the females. I think that one is a male. You can tell on who has all the feathers ripped out of the back of their head versus who does not. The males are really loud. There's an egg. There's an egg. So we'll probably do that this evening. That's a female. If you can see how much hair is ripped out from her, where that one right next to her is definitely a male. So I want to keep the prettiest. The male, that's a male that made that screaming noise. So the quail are giving us, I don't know, 4 to 6 eggs a day, 4 to 5, which is fantastic. I have a bunch that I want to hatch out. You saw in the last video we started that. So my project for the week is to finish the built-in dog crate. We are under a massive heat wave for this area. We're basically going to be in the hundreds all week, which we are not acclimated to. We definitely have had really beautiful cool temperature weather, and now it's super hot and we're miserable. I did order a swamp cooler so we can at least keep the inside cool, so I can at least work in there. So early in the morning I can come out, I can do whatever needs to be done, painting, cutting wise, and then I can assemble inside. Something else we've done to stay cool. So I purchased a swimming pool. Let me show you. It's in the box. So it is 8 foot round by 20 inches deep, so a little under 2 feet. Perfect for sitting in and cooling off. Update on this little girl. She did escape and we built this frame around it so now she can't escape, and she's in there pouting. Okay, not diet, but today's lunch is pizza on the grill. No cooking inside today. Speaking of my health, I've been doing really well with my pain. I'm not taking any of the medicines the doctor gave me. You can see I've gotten sun on my face. My freckles are like super showing up. But I'm doing just as almost everything homemade that I can do. We do very little bread, mostly carnivore diet. But things like today, I don't really have any meat thawed out already. I have a whole bunch of goat meat to make sausages and hot dogs and such that I need to do this week. So we're having pizza, homemade crust that I made last night. And they are fantastic. And Kira is getting this space completely set up for the pool. They're at 500 degrees. Woo! Still a little more to go. We made it. Oh, I can't see your face. Those are hot.
Super hot.
We're not a fan of that glove. Or my little spazzy glove, so. But, oh, look at that.
Note to self, look up on Amazon for fireproof cast iron gloves.
Yeah. Because that was hot. Those
Yeah.
pans get super hot.
Yeah, because the red one I gave her was for her fireplace. So if
Doesn't work.
If it's burning through that, that's bad product
Yeah.
for starters. And
Do not recommend.
Yeah,
Do we have a brand on that? Is there a brand name on it? Can you grab it and see if there's a label? It's Lodge. It's 4 cast iron pans. You have to fold that in half, and it still gets hot to your hand. Like we just ran. We literally just ran from the grill inside.
We funny sprinted.
There's hardly no milk in her bags, which means she let the babies nurse. She was kicking them off. So that means we have to keep the babies away from her because that means like no milk tonight. We'll see how much we get. Not even enough worth cleaning the container. Those little brats. Mama, you were not supposed to let them nurse. Sissy, sorry about your foot, girl. Hope it gets better. So Sissy was tied out. I think I told you guys this, and she's still limping on her leg. It's been a couple of days. That is not good, because I don't know how long it was actually tangled, and I'm really hoping that she bounces back from it. Sheep are doing a fantastic job out in the field, and the two older young goats. This is good because then I don't have to buy hay, but we're calling it a night. It's been really hot. I have a super early morning, so see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, and it's going to be 100 degrees today, so we're up really early. I think it's like 5:30 now. Actually, maybe closer to 6 o'clock. Anyway, we are trying to get a bunch of stuff done. Trying to figure out where to set my drink before it gets hot. And I've decided that I'm going to help Kira. She's been moving everything over to the tool shed, but it's taking quite a while. So I'm going to help her move everything over to the tool shed and set aside working on the dog crate until we get everything moved, because I cannot handle this yard anymore. It's literally affecting my mental health. I just can't handle it. So let's get started. Okay guys, I look at this and I realize just how much chaos my brain has been in the last couple of years, that I even allowed this property to get into this condition. And that kind of brings me about today's topic. And there's something that I see on a regular basis on some of my homesteading groups. And, you know, it's, hey, can I come park my RV on your property? Can I come stay with you? You have a lot of land, you know, I'll help you do stuff, kind of things, or letting family members move in and that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna go against everything that I absolutely feel like I always do, which is, yeah, come on, I can help you with whatever you're going through right now, and give you a place to stay, and it'll all work out and it'll be fine. I am now a firm believer in protect your sanity, protect your serenity, and protect your space. Just seeing my property this way knows how much my serenity has been affected by having a friend here and us just having total different lifestyles. I have a couple things going on with the fact that this is a construction site. I don't have a garage for things to go into. The shop's not done. Like, really having a space to put these things to where they're kind of put up and in a permanent spot. I don't have that, you know, but having them over in one general space definitely makes it a little bit better. Now, I've done a lot of let's do some temporary shelters here and get things, at least get it to where at least things have a place to be. And that's something that I really wish I wouldn't have done. And I think I did it because I was rushing and I wasn't following my plans that I had, and I was so busy trying to help somebody else. But here's the thing, and I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm being realistic about the situation. For those of you that know, I am in recovery for alcoholism and have 9 years of sobriety this month on the 11th, actually. And one of the things that I have to do or that I get to do every day, is I get to review my day, which is the steps 10, 11, and 12, like 10 and 11. Like I kind of was talking about the steps earlier in the winter and got away from that. But these particular steps really do make you stop and look at, did I cause anybody harm? And for a long time, I was like, absolutely not. I was just helping. But the problem is I overhelp. And then I have the expectation of somebody to put in as much effort as I am putting in. And when that person doesn't do that, I get very frustrated and I shut down. And, I think that I've realized that when you've worked these steps and when you've gone through the hard evaluation of your own life and how you look at things and what you do, and realizing that the only person that I can control is myself. So I'm going to hyper look at things down to the tiniest little thing so that I can improve my life every day. And just because I make a mistake, that doesn't make me a bad person. I can learn from that mistake and I can do better tomorrow. And when you have people around you that don't do that, it actually makes it extremely difficult because you're being very critical, I'm going to use that word, of everything that you do and what your motivations are behind that. And I think it makes it very uncomfortable for somebody that's not doing that and who still wants to live in some of their toxicity. And what I've learned is that I can't let those people in my space anymore. It just causes way too much disruption, and I get in the way of their growth because I want to make things easy for people and I want to overhelp and I want to, I just want to make it, I don't want someone to have to go through what I did in order to learn what I learned. And that's getting in the way of their progress. And I've done this multiple times throughout my life, throughout my history, and it's never worked out well for me. So I'll tell you, as I'm going through my steps and I'm looking at my things, I have to look at the fact that saying, yes, you're in a bad situation, you need somewhere to go, I have space and I'm going to let you come in and I'm going to let you move in and I'm going to treat you as like you actually have an opinion here on what goes on. And I'm going to end up changing my things that I would normally be doing to accommodate you. And that gets in the way of that person's growth. And then it puts me into chaos. And then my things fall apart and my life falls apart and I shut down and I fall into some depression and I fall into those things. This is a pattern of my lifestyle. It is literally something that I have got to change. I have to stand up and say no, or I have to stand up and say, what are you bringing to, the potluck? Because I can't provide everything for you. You have got to bring something in so that it's equal. And the last couple of years financially, I've really been struggling because I was literally paying for absolutely everything. And man, when you add one more person, the financial drain that takes caused it to where I couldn't fix this barn and put the bigger barn in or put a small garage in or any of those things or buy the supplies that I needed. And I haven't realized that until now, where I actually have extra money throughout the month and I can purchase the things that I need to purchase to continue the build. So the fact that I get in the way of somebody's growth affects me in that manner, and then I fall into depression and things don't go my way, and it's me just trying to really subconsciously just trying to control everything. And in my heart, I really just want to help people, but I overhelp and then I cause problems. So I think if you are really thinking about letting somebody come on your property or into your home or into your space, you have to have those hard discussions on what do you bring to this table, and then stick to those. I had rules and those rules got stomped all over. And, the expectation for me to make everything perfect kind of fell into play, and then I became resentful. And, it affected the friendship. The friendship's no longer there. And You know, I can't say what someone else's expectations are. I can only say what mine were, and I expected it to turn out perfectly, but it didn't. And so, you know, working through, digging deep, finding those reasons why you're allowing someone into your space, and if that person's going to show up and help you as much as you are helping them is really important. Are you decorating? You moving all your stuff around? What you doing over here?
I'm enforcing the baby thing.
Wow, that is basically solid. They should not be able to get out.
Basically what the baby boy did was he pushed on this hard enough and figured he could get through, and then got through the squares here. So I took what Kim put up here off, put it behind there, bolted it here, and then to this wall so he can't push on it to get out.
Nice.
And then I'm reinforcing the top again because apparently the white girl can jump.
Yeah, white girls jump.
She jumps high. Like, it's crazy.
She doesn't play around. Hi. Hi, cute boy. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. You're not sure about your little area? Your sister's being loud. What did you do? Girly. Hi, Mrs. White. What did you do? I rescued you. You're not very happy about it. She had herself all wrapped up in that. So tie-outs are not going to work like they did back in the olden days for us and our goats. Is that better? Oh, everybody came in. Everybody came in to get out of this. We're supposed to be about 103 up here today. No fun. Hey, Mama. Where'd big old mean Sissy go? Right in there. There she is. The whole group's in there. Don't climb the fence. Don't climb the fence. That's not nice. So it's about 9 a.m. I'm making some brats. And we're probably going to stop for the day because it's so dang hot. Ooh, check those out. It's the carnivore diet. Just eat the meat. You cannot have any pudding if you don't eat the meat. Ooh. Can't do it left-handed. It's about 104. Kara and I are getting in the pool. We're going to wade in the pool. It's amazing because it's totally under the shade. And we're just going to pick these sides up and hang it on the tree. And then we're bringing out fans. So we have fans. So hot. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Look how red my face is. Jeez. Where are you going? Everybody's on a mission to stay cool. I'm pretty pleased with how much we got done this morning. I think we worked from about 7 to 9. And we got quite a bit done. We still need to move that, well, the grill is going to come over here. And then that table is going to go somewhere else. I don't know yet. We don't really use it, and I think it folds up, but it may not. So we'd have to find a place for that, but that's going to clear out this whole area. We still have our elevator parts right there, and our fencing stuff. Kind of feel like that stuff's going to stay there because we're going to be doing something with it here pretty soon. We're going to take down this blue cage, move that over to where we feed the rabbits and make a pen so we can catch them. Oh, she heard me. You heard nothing. But found out today that Sissy is not pregnant. So that means we've attempted to get her pregnant 3 different times. Hasn't worked. So she has infertility issues. Or she just needs to live with a buck. I don't know what it is. But that means she's going to freezer camp. And we have a new doe that will be coming in who I will actually be able to milk. And her daughter. And her daughter's 12 weeks old, so she's ready to start milking full time. And she is a first freshener, and she was actually an accidental breeding. So she's a little young, but she's super sweet. She's a La Mancha, and I'll be picking her up probably, I don't know, in the next few days. But here comes Kara. You're so cute.
Thank you.
I'm real. I know, it's so cute. I love it. I love it. Let's get this thing going. Listen, sir, this is not for you. Don't be looking past me like, hey, that's big enough for me to swim in. It's not for you. Look, see, you pooped. That's why you can't get in here, because you poop. You poop in the water. Nobody likes a water pooper. Don't give me that look, Donald. Don't try to make me feel bad. You have a big swimming pool. You just haven't found it yet. I'm not sharing my pool with you. Don't even look at it. Walk along, mister. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious yet. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. No to the pool, Donald. It's a people pool. People pool. Not a Donald pool. People pool. Dang it, I'm going to have to go buy him a little swim pool over here so he can swim with us in his own pool. I'm not spoiled. I'm not spoiled. This pool is amazing. If you don't have one, you should totally get one because I feel amazing now. Donald, I totally see you. You cannot get in my pool. This pool is not for you. He's totally going to try to get in this pool. No, Donald. No means no, Donald. I see you. Sneaking up on me. Don't act like you weren't sneaking up on me. Well, all the meat in the house is frozen, so we have to run into town. Which is a bummer because I didn't want to, but I'm driving. Kira's going inside. She's going to get us something to throw on the grill. Now I just have been threatening Donald to stay out of my pool. He was really sad when we put the cover over it. He was like, wah, 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 walked away. Silly duck. I don't think so. Woohoo, grilling, shrimps and steak. That's actually a chuck roast. And I was listening to some people who do carnivore, and that's what they get. Yum. This is what we put on the meat. And the other seasoning disappeared that was on those guys. The wasps showed up to the party. We got to take the party inside. Okay, so we made a decision. The end window does not have a screen. I have screen material, no frame for it. We are going to staple it over the window so that we can open that window, put the fan on it, and pull the hot air out because it's really hot in the house right now. That's not fair to the animals. This should pull all the hot air out. I'm so excited. I'm actually canning more milk And there were a couple people that mentioned, no, you're not allowed to can milk. It is Rebel canning. And I'm going to do an experiment myself. You have to make your own decisions on those things. This is something that I feel very strongly about because it is pasteurized, and we'll find out. Obviously, if I drink it and I get sick, I'll let you guys know. So don't worry. I am an open book. I share all the things. So I'm trying some more. Kira cleaned it out, so hopefully we got all of the vinegar out of there, and I'm bringing it up to temperature slower. That was one of the things that was mentioned if your milk curdles. A bonus is if the curdled milk stays good, then I can make cream cheese out of it by just draining it and then whipping it, adding some salt. Bam, you have cream cheese. Do you see how much I'm sweating here? It's ridiculous how hot it is. Temperature is almost 90 degrees in here. Like, so that means 900 degrees, right? That totally means 900 degrees. It feels like 900 degrees. It feels like we're being cooked at 350 for 35 minutes.
Does that mean we're barbecuing and go get sauce?
I feel like it. I feel like we could just be saucy for the rest of the night. Good night, you guys. Hey guys, Editor Heather here. So we are going back to shorter videos, but I'm going to put more out during the week. So make sure you come back. I think the next video is going to be out on Friday, and so that you can continue to watch the journey. I appreciate you guys supporting me and the channel and Kira, and we just love you all. Have a great week. Bye.